Hello and welcome back to the Folklore Workshop, and I'm going to show you a custom hiking stick here, and I'm very pleased with the way this one's turned out. It's got a lot of Pacifics that are required by the gentleman, yeah, it's all come together to produce what I'll only describe as a unique and beautiful piece of wood, or in its configuration as a hiking stick. It is absolutely gorgeous and beautiful. I'll let you guys have a look and I'll give you a walk through and we'll discuss this hiking stick in a little bit more detail. Right then, it's for a taller gentleman. You can see by the length, and this is 133 centimeters. I did originally think I'd do it at 135, but I then realised that, to get the hand fully there comfortably, you don't want to be stretching up to perform that with your thumb. It needs to be kind of comfortable. So I dropped it a couple centimetres just to kind of, help ease the transition of the thumb onto the peaked handle. It's got a high lanyard hole, quite simply to allow the gentleman to be able to put his arm and wrist here and also get his thumb on. He is quite a tall gentleman, like I was describing. Right, the wood is of a very, very nice colour throughout. It's got that kind of very, very light, weak coffee colour. Tan, the odd patch of brown, and I've left a few bits of the inner bark on just to give it that. Well, I do that primarily so that you can see this hasn't been pre-shaped out of a piece of lumber, this or a wood block. This is actually wild wood, and you can see that, and it just adds that little flavour to it. Well, the first bit of artwork is an owl requested, and I don't think that came out too bad. I also have acorns and oak tree leaves also requested. Everything is requested that is on the stick. This isn't my interpretation of what he would like. Yes, and a bat. Yeah, it might seem a little bit odd, but it'll become apparent in a moment. And down here, there is a church building, an old English church. There. And I think that's a fair representation. And then on top of that, to Chris on your 60th birthday, happy hiking, love, Caroline, and a date. Obviously, that won't mean nothing to you guys, but it doesn't really have to, does it? But anyway, that's on the hiking stick as requested. I do have a nice copper tip which I've got to polish up. That's my finishing act on this one. Polish this up and put the lanyard on. But as you can see, that flows up onto the girth of the shaft. And it's a really nice stick. It's not too heavy a gauge, and I did select a piece of wood a little bit lighter, but then I did actually think about the size of the gentleman, and I thought to myself, he really does need something a little bit more heavier gauge, not to the opposite end where it's like bushwhacking or the Valhalla model or some of my heavier gauge to hiking sticks, but he needed something in between to give him the security when he put this down and put a bit of weight on it. He was secure in the knowledge that this was basically going to do its job. But yeah, it's been finished in boiled linseed, and as you can see by the wood, it's come up almost like a mirror there. Really, I do kind of leave the odd processing marks in, and that's quite simply because it's part of my style. With my brand Folklore, I like to think of it as something from the woods, looks like it's from the woods, and it has that little bit of something that you could have quite happily manufactured yourself. So yeah, this does look a very nice hiking stick, and I hope you can see that a lot of love, care and attention went into this. But yeah, the bat is in connection with the church, and all, I take it, the owl and the oak leaves are in connection with the church. So, you know, it's all got that feel for the gentleman that you requested. So yeah, I just hope you enjoyed that little walk around this hiking stick here, and seen what a custom hiking stick looks like if you're ever to place an order with myself. The only thing I would say is, yet again, you know, because obviously this is a custom one, you can see I've gone that little bit more in detail on the actual polishing of the wood. Usually my wood is kind of a little bit less refined than this on my basic ones. But yeah, you know, I'm very pleased with how this one turned out. So yeah, I'm going to bring this video to an end, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. This is Andy from Folklore Hiking Sticks. I hope to see you guys out on the trail. Stay safe. Cheers.